Hey guys, I hope you're keeping well. Thank you for joining the channel. If you're new around here, it's your boy AMG Dens, and today we're looking at the newest edition of the GT3 segment in iRacing for Season 4. It's the Ferrari 296 GT3. It's a successor to its much loved mother, the Ferrari 48, and the 296 is just a beautiful sculpture of work. I say the same thing about my girlfriend too, don't worry. Being mid-engined, the machine runs a V6 turbocharged engine with aerodynamic properties of a prototype, with its low aerodynamic shape, which helps with reduced drag. The irony of this V6 engine is it's also the foundation of the same base using the 296 road car, and also its very awesome cousin, the 499p hypercar. So, looking at it, it's got the reliability of a road car with the maintenance properties of an LMDH as well. The most notable thing about this car really has to be its impressive debut, winning at the prestigious Nürburgring 24 hours. It's the first non-German car to win the Nürburgring in 21 years, and it was piloted by the Fricadeli Motorsports team, who drove the car emphatically to win and to commemorate the very late and legendary Sabina Smits. Now, Ferrari's approach with the 296 was to make it a customer car and to add emphasis to making the car easy to drive, whilst adding predictability and peak performance as well. So that in mind, let's take a look around the car and point out the key features. Hi there guys, so you've joined me back down on the floor to have a look at this new 296 GT3. A great addition by Ferrari and a really lovely addition to the GT3 category. And like I said earlier, just the attention to detail from iRacing is one thing to behold, but also just the level of engineering and aero precision with this car as well is beautiful. So kind of to start things off to begin with, look at this front splitter on the lower deck of the car. Just look at that, and it's huge. It's got really huge sloping surface area to help increase the airflow and create peak airflow to the floor. On top of that as well, just to energize the floor and to help create some of the ground effects that Ferrari are trying to achieve with this Challenger as well, which is really nice to see. On top of that as well, you can see that it's not just kind of ground effects, although if we have a look at the diffuser on the rear as well, you can almost see like a double decker effect. There's like a top layer and then two side pieces as well, which is really interesting. You've got these ducts from the side as well, which assumably control the wake coming off the rear tires, which is pretty cool as well. Not a huge rear wing, but again, like having driven this car a couple of laps for the background shots, you can tell that it's a really stable platform. Maybe a bit safe, a bit understeery. So I'm sure this car's gonna have a lot of setup parameters to play around with in terms of ride height and adjustability. But bringing it to the front, because this is where the business really is, guys. Just look at the amount of attention to detail with these canards to kind of channel the front air. You can see that the aero balance is focused quite a lot on the front of this car. On top of that as well, you've got these louvers on the top as well to help channel and clean up the airflow. Further to this as well, it's interesting with GT3 cars to see what wing mirrors they go for, because for example, the BMW GT3, which is an M4, uses the road car wing mirrors, which is funny because it's greater for visibility, but not so great for airflow. And I think with the Evo version of the BMW M4 kit, it's going to address that. With Ferrari, you can tell they've gone for some very specific racing-styled wing mirrors, which should clean up the airflow going up into this duct at the side as well. I'm assuming that's a cooling duct the power unit, the V6 that's behind here as well. So really awesome, lovely looking car. I can't wait until the iRacing community get their hand on the painting aspect of it, so we can get some cool liveries going. And yeah, let's just have a quick little sneaky look. Take you near the cockpit as well. Again, it's got a digital dashboard, which is nice. You've got a reversing camera in there too, or a backup cam. Kind of a typical Ferrari GT3 wheel there as well. So stunning, really just a stunning piece of work. I know that this car is gonna have a very good life, in its current iteration. And with the current this world of GT3, you've got DTM running a spec of GT3 cars. You've got GT3s running, obviously, in the GT World Challenge Championship. You've got GT3 cars running in IMSA. You know, next year, hopefully, once the lineup for the GTP, or LMDH as they call it in World Endurance, gets sorted out, then we'll see a kind of proper lineup for the GT3 class, which will take over from the GTEs as well at Le Mans. So, yeah, stunning. Really, really stunning. I know it's a bit controversial to have a Mercedes mechanic with a Ferrari car, but it is what it is. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Nonetheless, you know, we talked about the heritage of this car and its lineage and, you know, its achievements in such a short-term run. You know, let's have a look at the hot lap I did earlier today. You know, you guys can see the magic behind this 296. Catch you guys later.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left. That was your fastest lap of the session.